Hello, everyone. My name is Destiny Gerald, and I did my research on Harriet Jacobs and her book, Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. Honestly, I wasn't familiar with her before this research paper, but once I started reading her story, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I told everybody in my house, my mom, my sisters, it was stuck in my head. And the reason why, because she wasn't just telling people what slavery was like, she actually lived through it. Something unimaginable, unbelievable. Like the fact that she hid in the attic crawl space for almost 7 years just so she could stay close to her kids and avoid being caught by her master, that really got to me. It wasn't just the physical pain, it was the emotional strength it took to stay in that tiny space all those years. That's the kind of detail I never learned before, and it changed how I thought or how I think about resistance and survival. One of the best sources I found was an article by Stephanie Lee called Motherhood as Resistance. It helped me understand how Jacobs used being a mother as a way to fight back against slavery. She didn't just tell her story to get sympathy. She told it to make people understand what enslaved women were going through, especially moms who had no control over their own child. Jacobs knew her audience too. She was trying to reach white Christian women up north, people who believed in family. And she used that connection to make them really feel what she was saying. When I was trying to figure out which sources were more helpful, I looked for ones that focused straight on Harriet Jacobs and her writing, not ones that talked about general history or other authors. Some articles were interesting, but didn't actually help me understand her message or the strategies that she used. I stuck to the ones that talked about her storytelling, her emotions, and her impact on society and literature. The most inspiring part to me was how she turned her pain into something powerful. Jacobs didn't have the tab to share all of that personal stuff. She could have stayed quiet, but she chose to speak up. She used her own trauma to wake people up and push for real change. She had so much courage. Even publishing her story was risky, but she did it anyway because she wanted people to understand or to know at least what was really happening. And if I ever had if I have any kids and they have grandkids, I have grandkids. I want them to know that strength doesn't always look loud or dramatic. Harriet Jacobs wasn't charging into battle. She was quietly holding on, protecting her children, and using her words as a weapon. Her story proves that you can be scared and still be brave. You can be stuck in a hard place and still fight back in your own way. That's something I'll always remember, and I hope they will as well. So, thank you.